You know the good news, Five?
What's the good news?
Your Giants may suck ass, but you didn't give up 70 points in a game.
I can use that excuse for pretty much anything. Like your girlfriend dumps you, you're like, I'm not Vance Joseph.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that myself. It's like, well, I'm going to die alone. Guess what? I didn't give up 70 points in a football game. I gave up 700. Let's fucking go.
I didn't lose to the nerdiest head coach in all of...
Not even nerdies. You were getting blown out by your backups, man. This guy right here, Mike motherfucking White.
Yep.
69-yard bomb to chosen Robbie Anderson, who has the name chosen on his jersey. Like, nobody cares, Robbie. You suck. But
he was signed off the practice squad. Mike White is getting reps because they're getting blown out.
And they're still Devon A-Chain looked like he was Jamal Lewis.
Yeah.
He had over 200 yards rushing. 700 yards plus of offense. I think it nearly broke the record. I think it's like second or third most all time.
This Bronco defense may go down as one of the worst in history.
Not even that. It's also going from one of the best units to the worst. That's what happens when you go from Vic Fangio and Ejiro Evero to Vance Joseph.
What is missing, though? All right. So last year they had a really good defense. So they just got banged up and they got hurt. What's missing? Why is this defense so different? You can't just say it's Vance Joseph. Vance Joseph has been a DC in the league for a long time.
But he hasn't been good. He hasn't been good. Miami, that one year, he had the 29th ranked defense in the NFL. And then he got a job at Denver and he sucked. Then he went to Arizona and under Kingsbury, his defenses sucked. Points-wise, he was 28th, 12th, 11th, and then 31st. He has not had good defenses. He's shit.
God. All right. Hold on.
And I know, like, he's probably a decent person, but, dude, it's just like...
Oh, yeah. I don't
not capable.
You know, some people are awful people, you know, and then other people are shit. So, he's probably a great person. He's just...
Unfortunately, a great person doesn't make you any good at football.
Why don't you read some supers? Well, I was so excited to talk about 70-20. Like, here's the thing. I said this in my fail video. They scored that 70th point with 8 minutes left in the game. They still had, if they wanted to, if they really just wanted to, they had 8 more minutes to like force a they could have forced a 3 and out, gotten the ball back, let Mike White throw a bomb to some other practice squad player, and they would have scored 77, potentially 84 fucking points. 84 points. Conceivably. Like, they could have easily done that if they wanted to.
Mm-hmm. You know what that game was?
Do you have the right time, old man? No.
It pretty much was. It's just like endless. It just like everything just like goes to crap. Like that's what it was.
I've never seen a team get their ass whipped like that. That's the other thing. They scored 20, right? Like
like
Russ Wilson wasn't.
Russell Wilson is not the problem. He's actually been good this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he did all right against the Raiders. He did solid against the Commanders. It's the defense the last 2 weeks. That's been the problem.
Yeah, they just overemphasized fixing the offense, which they thought, oh, okay, let's just work on that. And no, it did not work the way they thought it would. No, sir.
Red Rhino 49. The Broncos-Bears game should be flexed to Sunday Night Football. Loser of that game should be sent to the Pac-2. Also, I think the Dolphins just scored another touchdown. Dude, I'm going to be completely honest with you. They should move that to Sunday Night Football. We should stream that game. It would be the greatest game we've ever seen. People are saying, like, oh, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible. No, don't you understand? We're seeing potential greatness in our mind.
Should we live react to Bears Broncos?
I don't think we're going to be able to. That's Perna's territory, man.
I'm just saying, dude, that is a tank bowl of all tank bowls right there. Those are two terrible teams. Terrible teams.
I think the Bears are significantly worse. The problem is the Broncos at least have an offense, and the Bears defense is. Oh, the Chiefs were running the same damn plays over and over. The Bears still couldn't stop them. Oh God!
Yeah, like what's his name? Pacheco was just killing it.
Kelsey was doing all right.
Was there to impress his
Justin
girlfriend.
Ross was doing all right. Tony was catching the ball. It's all this crazy shit, man.
It was so funny. Like, oh my gosh, rough day for the Bears. Rough day for the Cowboys. We haven't even talked about it. All right, let's get into these games. We'll get there. Read a couple more supers, but this is so fucking funny.
Oh, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Everything was so fucking funny.
The King Barrel Maker. Been a fan of your channels for 2+ years and this show for 5. Keep it up. Dumpster Fire and Clickbait, even Scooter, are way better than shows that spend an hour plus of saying the QB sucks, e.g. The Herd and Undisputed. Well, that's what drives ratings. That's why they do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Come on.
Yep.
That's why we're not on those shows. We don't talk about how much the QB sucks. Oh, by the way, most QBs do suck.
Our problem is that we're inarticulate. That's the problem.
We're not inarticulate. We ramble. And not just that, we don't prep.
Right.
That's the problem.
That's the problem. And you know what? We're not attractive. We're ugly men.
Oh, I am ugly as shit. Are you fucking kidding me? I have so much white, I might as well be cast for the friendly ghost.
That's the problem. Like, if we were more attractive and could actually talk and had good takes, we would be on TV.
Yeah, like if I had a different everything, let's be honest here.
Yeah, if we were ex-athletes of some kind, maybe played in the NFL, that could have helped. And if we weren't so fucking ugly, God.
Yep. Connor Akers, Broncos should get Jokic to play linebacker.
Oh, you're supposed to display the $2, man.
Oops, sorry. And Darth Soldier, let the Denver salt flow. Appreciate you guys listening while work helps the day go faster. Man, shut up. Let them have the importance.
I know. I'm just saying.
You're sitting there being a paywall bitching about, oh no, they only gave $2.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that's what we have rules. Okay, like someone's got to be the bad guy. All right. Someone's got to be the bad guy.
I'm not going to be a bad guy. Go fuck yourself. Michael Orm, what's more funny, seeing the cow shits lose to the tanking Cardinals or how the Saints choke to the Packers? I won't mention the Broncos. Oh, easily the Cowboys. The Saints are to be treated with suspicion. It's worse because Tom Grossi's and Packer faithful are just insufferable now.
Yeah, I know. That game was, dude. Plus, I took the fucking Saints to cover.
They did not cover.
Yeah, they cost me money, man.
They did. Fuck the Saints. That's why you never trust the Saints, dude.
Never trust the Saints. They were doing. It was a smart bet until Derek Carr got hurt. Fucking shit, man.
It was, and then they abandoned the running game, and Jameis Winston was Jameis Winston, pretty much. I know you don't want to say $2, but we gotta say rest in peace to Brooks Robinson.
Yes,
true legend of the game, man.
Yes, Brooksy. Have you ever seen that play where he makes that play? He backhands it down the line. He throws it over his shoulder from the fucking stands, and he gets the guy by like a foot. Like it's his entire body is going towards the upper deck in left field, and he still manages to throw it all the way across the diamond on a line.
Mm-hmm.
Like Brooks Robinson was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. And Tucker White 94, we've got a heavyweight tank bowl Sunday when Irredeemable Sierra Hotel India Tango take on, well, also Irredeemable Crap. Broncos versus Bears.
Can we play
Tank Bowl? Yeah, we can do Tank Bowl.
Oh,
Let's go.
I'll get it. Read it.
I got it.
It's in here. Oh,
I got it.
Oh,
dude. Greatest Tank Bowl ever.
You're gonna, dude. Yeah, dude, a tank bowl in week 4 is amazing.
Yeah, it's the Steelers tank bowl ever. I gotta do new graphics for it, man.
It's
like bowl
like
one,
NASCAR. They're starting their season off with their championship, with their Super Bowl. That's
crashing for Caleb. Let's go.
Yep. All right,
3-0.
Dodgers Zion 3-0. Also, the Cowboys were silenced on Saturday, off to Jekyll Island to celebrate my birthday this week. Oh, I love Jekyll Island. I've been there many times. It's beautiful. All right, we can cut the NBC.
Oh, yeah, how about you go fuck yourself? I like Tank Bowl.
Fuck you.
Suck my dick.
I like Tank Bowl too. It's okay.
We
we'll
need
play
more
with it
Round Bell
later.
Rock in our
All
lives.
right. If you finish your plate, Tree, we can listen to Tank Bowl later. Okay.
I don't want to eat my lima beans. Fuck you, Dad.
Clean your plate.
No, I am not cleaning my plate.
All right. That means no 70-20 references for the rest of the show.
Fuck you. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to make fun of your Giants, Dad.
No.
You crack whore.
That's why Mom left us. All right.
Oh, that's why Mom left you. I get to see her on the weekends.
That sounds like a canned response. Like you were ready with that one. No, Mom left you.
I grew up in a broken household, man. I know how this goes. Christopher Bodden, the first 2 Tank Bowls this Sunday. Denver versus Chicago and Minnesota versus Carolina. That might be another Tank Bowl, too. Both 0-3 teams. Again, love you guys. Watch the stream religiously and love your guys' takes. Go Chiefs.
Thank you.
But we got to go over some football games first.
Yes, let's start.
Back in the Stone Age, the Giants played the 49ers, and they looked like ass.
Yeah, the Niners are a Super Bowl contender.
Mm-hmm. I mean, anyway, you would not just crush any team. I mean, they crushed the Steelers, so it's don't feel too.
So I would tell you this: like after the Giants lost on Thursday, we obviously did a live stream. I was thinking that they are trash, but a little redeeming that the Cardinals ended up beating the Cowboys. Yeah. It makes you kind of think
they're in football hell. They're football.
Yeah. The Giants are football hell. Don't get me wrong, but kind of makes you feel a little bit better. Like, okay, we beat a team that's pretty good.
Here's the question. The Cowboys have terrible red zone coverage. You were able to convert because you have Brian Dable, who's actually pretty good at scheming and offensive play calling. Yeah. That's what you have to consider.
Yeah. But EJ Snyder from Bootleg, he was like, yeah, whatever the Giants are going to try to do against the Niners, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
He was absolutely right.
Of course. You have no Andrew Thomas and no Saquon. Your offense is just kneecapped.
I also bet the Niners to cover the 10-5, and they did rather easily.
Very
that was easy money. And the girl was like, you bet against your team? I was like, that's called buying a win, sweetie.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, keep her going. Oh, wait. No, don't read any super chats.
Yeah,
Lions and the Falcons.
Lions defense redeemed themselves. They balled out. I think 5 sacks, couple big turnovers. They made Desmond Ridder look like a total rookie. And, I mean, considering how bad they were last week against Seattle, I think this was a big bounce-back game for their defensive unit in general. Falcons, my question is, what are you doing with Bijan? Why did you draft him that high if you're not going to use him?
What are they doing with Kyle Pitts? Like, to me, the Falcons are like when Drazen Petrovic was on the Portland Trailblazers, and they just had him there, and they didn't know what to do with him, and then they went and traded him to the
sorry, Taylor, 7 sacks. It was 7. I'm thinking another team.
Like, that's what the Atlanta is doing. They're just stashing. They have this talent, right? And then they just stash it and don't use it.
They're collecting cars. Like you have a Ferrari, a McLaren, a Rolls Royce, a Bentley, and you have a bunch of fancy cars. And you're taking the 1997 Cadillac Escalade. That's right, what
you're just letting it fill with dust like some Saudi billionaire. Like just letting the car.
You maybe have a guy like clean and dusted every now and again, but that's really about it.
All right. So is Detroit a division winner or a wild card?
I say division.
Yeah.
I've been saying division for a couple weeks now, and I'm going to keep with that take.
And are the Falcons
are
somehow still division? Somehow
they're still division. They're still division or wild card because, I mean, Saints, Falcons, and Bucks are 2-1. Well, everyone looks bad against the Eagles. Let's be honest.
The Saints, I would say, they're fucking shit. They're fucking shit. All right. And let's do one more game. This game was juicy too. Oh my gosh. The Chargers and the Vikings.
Oh, here's what the Vikings fans are saying right now.
Fucking shit! We're 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 fucking shit!
They are fucking shit. They had that game wrapped up on a silver platter Brandon Staley's a fucking hack, but at the same time, you can't hear a play call because the home crowd's loud. Just spike the ball, dude. You wasted 25 seconds, make a bad throw to TJ Hawkinson, double covered, and you blow the game.
I just the fact that Minnesota gave that game back after the Chargers handed it to literally.
They both tried to give each other the game multiple times.
Right, but Staley was like, hey, how would you like this game cooked? Medium rare? And he gave them the mushrooms. He like smothered it for them.
And he blue cheese crumbles too, man. Right. With a nice sweet potato, baked, loaded, and maybe some corn on the cob, dinner rolls, all that jazz. And a little side salad before the meal. He took the ball away from his best weapon, which is Justin Herbert, who was near perfect. You do a fullback draw. Dude, just throw a quick slant and be done with it.
God. No lead blocker. Like, and one at what it was under center at least. I was surprised.
Yeah, but it was like a fullback gut.
Right. Fullback dive, basically, was what it was. And I was like,
it's just a play, just do a quick slant or a play action. That's all you needed to do.
Him and Ryan Day must have gone to the same fucking and they both end up winning off of terrible play calls. It just doesn't make any sense to me. All right, where were we on the Snoops?
Well, we're talking about we're fucking shit. We are on Justin Ziegler. Just a friendly reminder that the Russell Wilson extension has yet to take effect. And Sean Payton said this was the worst coaching job back in August. Also, Jalen Carter with the Eagles is a war crime.
Dude.
The only reason why Jalen Carter fell was because of incidents that happened off the field and his bad pro day. That's why. Otherwise, he'd be a Bear Seahawk.
And has he gotten into any trouble? No.
Not yet, but there's still time.
He is a menace on the field right now. That's the kind of shit that pissed me off. The Eagles have gotten fucking what's his name? Devontae Smith. They gotten
Devontae Smith, Nakobe Dean, Jordan
Dean,
Jordan Davis.
And then Brown, the receiver. Like they just get all these fucking players.
Ringo. It's Georgia's front seven.
It's like
honestly, they'll get Devontae Wyatt. They'll probably get more Georgia guys in the next draft. Nolan Smith. Oh yeah.
Don't they have someone's pick? Do they have another pick?
They had the Saints pick last year.
Oh, okay. So that's how they got Carter, right?
Yep. Because they wanted to trade up they wanted Penning and Olave.
They wanted to fire Howard when Carson Wentz got cut.
Yeah, it was 19 and 20. They were pretty bad.
Yeah, they were like, fuck you, Howie Roseman. Now he looks like a genius. He
should have been fired, though. It would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Irvin Alvarado. Sunday was score more day. Newcastle beat Sheffield 8-0, and that's ugly in football. Miami destroyed 70-20. That is 70 to nothing in football.
Yeah, basically.
And the Flames destroyed Lowell Knox 10-0. It's a preseason, though. Lesson. Try, damn it.
Try, damn it. Try.
Spartan win. I feel like whoever loses the misery bowl of Broncos versus Bears will go 0-17 this season. Dude, with all the shit that's happened to the Bears, oh, God.
So one team is going to be 0-4 after that.
Or it could be 0-3-1.
Oh my God! If they tie,
it would be brilliant, and then we could get the first 16-1 team. It would be beautiful.
If they tie, I might go buy a blow up doll, and then like hump the blow up doll.
You would do that, you filthy
on this couch right here. I would make that blow up doll ride me like a fucking horse.
You would actually. You'd probably get a male one and shove it up your fucking ass. That's what you would do.
I would do that. Okay. Jonathan
and speaking of which, we did get a bit of a Jeebus here.
Oh, let's go, Jeebus Bomb.
Freshly fed with blue moon and icy light. Praise the Jeebus. Praise all the chaos. And God help us all.
Jeebus granted us so many good games this weekend.
He did. Jeebus is very good. How I heard about the Native American group suing the Washington Commanders. I believe it was because they were called fake. No, I think they're suing them because they want them to go back to the Redskins.
So there's like, can the team from Washington win, right? It's like, all right, we were the Redskins. and then now we're not, and now you're gonna sue us for not.
Yeah.
Redskins. That's like well, I guess that's like someone here in Richmond suing to bring the statues back, right? Of all the Confederate generals. Like, come on.
Yeah, a Native American group. It's called the Native Americans Guardians Association, NAGA. NAGA. If you say that real fast, you are going to get canceled.
Yep. It's NAGA.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like
Yeah. All right. Okay. We're
It
let's
is.
No, we're not gonna fall for this.
Yeah,
That's
let's
a
not
Ligma
talk
joke.
about it.
It's a Ligma joke. All right. Sagandis.
Yeah, buddy. Jonathan Hill. Honorary locals go to Notre Dame for not having 11 players on the field and not beating Ohio State since 1936.
Yep, on the most crucial play of the game.
I mean,
they have 10
you know what?
players.
I'm absolutely fine with Notre Dame losing. Fuck Notre Dame.
Yeah, fuck Notre Dame.
Notre Dame and Dallas losing in the same week. My PP got very hard.
Yes.
That was very good.
Yep.
And the
Notre
Raiders
Dame.
losing too.
Mm-hmm.
And the Yankees out of the playoffs. David R. What does Taylor Swift and the Broncos defense have in common? Both are known for blank space.
They're both delicate.
Well, they're also out of style. So,
Yeah. Listen to us.
I think that's more
both.
Taylor Swift than the. Well, I know it because I used to work at a hot top 40 station for a while. So you got to hear a little bit of Taylor Swift when she was starting to convert from country to pop. So we saw her. I heard a little bit of that.
If you're dating now, if you're in the dating pool, you better know a couple Taylor Swift songs. You better know who Matt Rife is. Okay.
Who the hell is Matt Rife?
You don't know who Matt Rife is?
No.
That's why you don't get laid.
Do you get laid? 5? Do you know who Matt Rife is, you motherfucker? Most people my age don't know who Matt Rife is. It's like the Z, Gen Z, the Zoomers, and random 18-year-olds. I'm not interested in that shit.
I don't. That's one area I don't have to worry about. Anyways,
You would be fucking more.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to some more stuff. Saints, Packers. Now I'm turning red. Saints and Packers.
I want to put the Saints in trash so bad. I want to put them in trash so bad.
But now Derek Carr's hurt. He looked like Jesus dying. Like he looked.
Yeah.
Like he was.
The problem is the Saints' offense didn't even look that good when he was in there. Like they weren't scoring many points. I mean, that could be Kamara, but for the most part, it was like splash plays by Rashid Shaheed and Chris Olave.
They blew a fourth quarter 3-score lead. They are trash, buddy.
Here's my question. A Joe Woods defense blowing a lead? Oh, my God. What a shocking turn of events.
A Dennis Allen coach team underperforming? What? I don't get it.
What a shocking turn
Where do
of
we
events.
put these Packers, though? They're not a wild card team.
They're football
They barely
hell.
won that game.
Yeah, well, they're parading Jordan Love as their new savior, and he's okay, but I don't know if he's going to be, Rodgers and Favre tier. I think he'd be like an okay starter, but I don't know.
Did you see that play where it was like a flea flicker and he
and they split his legs.
It looked like he was
He slid.
Yeah.
He felt like he was doing
bad.
gymnastics, man. And that team crushed the Bears, so that's all you need to know.
Mm-hmm. All right, Texans and the What are the Jaguars doing? Uche would be
their offense. Oh, their offense
right
would
now.
be hideous. Uche, they disrespect your name. I'm so sorry, brother. I love you, man.
Right here, buddy.
And he would be railing on that offense. He would be railing on Calvin Ridley and that special teams unit, dude. That special teams coverage at return by Andrew Beck. That was some of the worst I've ever seen. 3 dudes just running right for the ball, not caring about the fullback. And it's like, oh shit. Where's the ball right there? Multiple missed tackles, missed coverages, going away from the zone. Just terrible play. Some of the worst special teams coverage I've ever seen in my life.
It's the fucking Texans, too. It's not like it was like I get it. They're a South rival. But
And it was a fullback. The Texans were without 4/5 of their offensive line. You can't even get to Stroud. And don't get me wrong, Stroud had a fantastic game. He looks really good. But they're down 4/5 of their offensive line. They don't really have a wide receiver option that's proven. I mean, they have a couple young guys like Mechie, Tank Dell that could be pretty good. You do have Dameon Pierce, but at the same time, Texans defense, they were getting gashed by Indianapolis and Gardner Minshew. They were getting taken out by a few other guys as well in the first week. So what's your problem? What the hell's wrong with your offense?
It was tough. It's tough to watch.
It was.
Okay.
Jags are, I think they're still division because there's no one else in that division.
But they just lost to a division. I guess they can correct it if they lose.
The Titans suck. I don't trust the
Titans
Texans, and the Colts are shit.
All right, Texans are football hell.
Yeah, they're getting there though. Okay.
All right, next game.
This has to be the Broncos game, right?
70
to 20.
to 20.
Let's go over some Broncos records.
All right, they gave up 10 touchdowns. like if you score 70, right? Like you would think that some of those points would be field goals or like defensive touchdowns, right?
Here it is.
Like a pick
every
six.
record set.
Okay,
here are the
go.
records.
Here we go.
13 records set and tied. Most points in a game in team history, third most, 70. Most touchdowns in a game in team history. That was probably a tie with 10. Most total yards in a game in team history, 726. Most rushing yards in a game in team history, 350. Most points scored in the second half of a game in team history. That is 35. That ties a team record. Most PATs in a game in team history with 10. Most touchdowns in a game by a rookie, 4, Devon A-Chain. And I love that name. It sounds like A-Train and Mike Allstott.
Mm-hmm.
Most points scored in a game, tied team record, 24, Raheem Mostert and Devon A-Chain. Most touchdowns in a game, tied team record with 4, Raheem Mostert and Devon A-Chain. Most rushing yards in a game by a rookie, 203 by Devon A-Chain. Most passing yards through 3 games in Dolphins history, a record of 1,024 by a guy who allegedly can't throw Tua Tagovailoa. Most receiving yards through 3 games in Dolphins history, 412 by Tyreek Hill. And most PATs in a game, 10 by Colonel Sanders. Those are all franchise records for the Dolphins. And, I mean, most of those are also franchise records for or tie or very close to records. It's just oh my god,
it had to happen to the Broncos too. Like it couldn't happen to the Texans. It couldn't happen to if this happened to like the Jaguars, everybody like, all right, the Jaguars, or if it would have happened to say the only other team that this would have been more hilarious would have been like the Cowboys, right? I could see the Jets doing some shit like this. If this happened to the Giants, I would probably just jump out.
Giants aren't going to
right
do
here.
it. I mean, if the Steelers did that, I would probably laugh hysterically because it'd be so out of character, and the Steelers would be like, "Oh, we got somebody, let's go, let's drink."
All right, where were we on the Snoops?
We got to grade them too. Broncos, put them in 70-20. You know exactly where they're going.
Yeah. And
Dolphins are Super Bowl.
Yeah,
they're Super Bowl. Their offense is just running. Defense has some issues to work out with, but that offense, holy shit.
Tua also had 2 touchdowns where he didn't look at all.
He was doing a no look the one time. I was like, nope. And they say the dude can't throw. I never said that. Hey, guess what? I thought he'd be a good quarterback. He's the most underrated quarterback in the league. Where you fuckers at?
He was dishing out assists like he was fucking Jokic out there. He was just fucking he was doing this shit. Like he was literally turning and throwing.
Honestly, it was the Jokic. He was about to do Euro steps and just like whoop and just throw that.
That confidence that they had, that's like when you're playing, you ever get into the zone in a video game where you're
you're playing all Madden and you do the flash.
Right. You can do just anything. I've had games like that where I'd play NHL online and I would do the Michigan against it or whatever. I would do the deke and I would score. And then eventually they would rage quit. But the Broncos couldn't even quit.
Your fly's open. That's a good thing too. They were without Jalen Waddle that entire game.
Yeah,
he was out with a concussion.
Right. Their second best receiver. This fucking joke, dude. Where are we on the supers?
Yep, we are on Ranson Sean. 3rd and 1 with 200 rushing yards and 5 yards per carry. Let's run a shotgun play. Fails. 4th and 1 with 400-yard Herbert, 200-yard Allen, and a 230-pound QB. Let's run with the tiny 1 yard per carry running back. Fire Staley. Yeah, exactly. You took the ball out of the hands of your best weapon.
Idiot.
That is hackery.
Mm-hmm.
And Brandon Staley, like always, he escapes.
Wait. And let's also not forget the decision on 4th down. They were on the other side of the 2-minute warning. There's a minute 51 left, and the
They're at
Vikings
their own
were out of
25.
timeouts. Yeah, they're out of timeouts. They could have kicked a punt into the end zone.
I know.
gotten a
Apparently, the
touchback.
analytics says like 88-80, but you're playing by percentages there. Honestly, like,
Yeah, but
the question is, here's the question: the Chargers' defense fucking sucks. It is not good, and that's damning on Staley too, because you bring in all these players. J.C. Jackson, the big free agent signing last year, he was a healthy scratch.
Wait,
He's
but
been
you're saying-
bad.
Wait a second.
Here's the
wait a
question:
second.
do you risk going for it there? You get the first down, or do you trust your shit defense to stop a 75-yard?
But you're saying they're shit, right? This is the same
Yeah.
defense that just stopped them on the goal line, right? So they had a goal line stand, and they end up intercepting the ball to win. How bad really is the defense? They held the Vikings to 24 points. Like it just speaks volumes to like Staley doesn't know what he's got then. Like he's stupid, dude. I mean, he got lucky.
I mean, he should have been fired last year. He's been getting lucky last year too. Like all of it was escaping his own incompetence. Cleveland, Atlanta, I think a few other games too.
Yeah.
I can think of those off the bat. Chari Tekwapetla. Uche would be cursing at Press Taylor for play calling and Doug Peterson for taking 3 games to finally realize he sucked. And he's apparently denying that he took over play calling, Dougie P. And this is the problem I have with Dougie P. Like, the reason why you did well last year was because you could have had a wooden plank as your head coach, and he would have been a significant improvement over Urban Meyer. That was bad. But like this year, it's like even I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? They're repeating the Saxonville era. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, well, that one anomaly. All right, Scooter won. All right.
Scooter won because the Cowboys lost.
All right, Carlos Rees. Let me just read this one more.
Treat plus 5 favorite Taylor Swift song. Dan Kelsey ain't going to be able to go nowhere with so much people on his ass. Denver lol cows, go Chiefs. Oh, dude, I feel like they spent more time talking about T-Swizzle and just like everyone making fun of the Swifties on Twitter.
Yeah, so that we all forget about the FBI rating.
Yeah, Alan
Chicago
Williams.
Bears looking for CP. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like what's that song? Delicate. It's a very good song. She's always talking about her boyfriend and ripped jeans. That Taylor Swift.
Out of style. Yeah. One of these days we're going to be pissed at each other. And, I'm going to say we are never, ever, ever getting back together.
What was that?
You know what that is?
She's a cheer captain and I'm in the bleachers.
Yep.
What's that one?
Love Story. That's Love Story.
Yeah,
that was they used to play that old. Well, I used to work at a country station. They also used to play Taylor Swift. Because remember, Taylor Swift used to be country.
She was country before country was cool, man.
Well, the problem is country isn't even cool. It's just pop with a different flavor. Like country nowadays, all it does is just like they have a little banjo or like a dobro guitar in the background with a bunch of rap beats. They call that country nowadays.
Yeah, so now
that's all it is.
I heard like this Morgan Wallen song where it's like he's talking about like fucking some chick or something. I was like,
yeah, like it's the same stuff. I mean, dude, like the Applebee's song, that's country apparently.
That's not country. To me, country is like Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings and Poncho and the Federales.
Alan Jackson. Yeah. Poncho and Lefty. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Garth Brooks, Toby Keith.
Yeah.
Like
this
something like that. I get
country.
it. Alabama. Shit.
Yeah. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked. Robert Failure. Is that how you say that? At this point, the Broncos roller coaster has broken down as many times as the El Toro at Six Flags has.
Honestly, I mean, the ride's broken. Ride's pretty much Six Flags New Orleans. It's deep underwater, and the
ride never ends.
Oh, the ride always ends. Come on.
If it was the U.S. women's national team, they would have gone for the ton versus the Broncos. Miami should have gone for the hundo. Unlike me, I too get praise, Jeebus.
I got praise to Jeebus. Hallelujah.
Got praise to Jeebus.
All right. You know it, man.
Always. Let us get some more games out of the way.
Dude, speaking of that $2 one, if the Broncos go 0-17, dude, the content Brandon would get out of that. Oh, dude.
There's no way they go 0-17.
I know, they're not.
They'll run into a
they'll
team
beat the Bears. They'll beat the Bears.
They will beat the Bears. I would think. All right, the Titans are trash, right? Like they lost.
Yeah, they are. Bears a little
fucking
trash.
Browns.
They made Deshaun Watson look like he was back in Houston. That Browns defense looks really good, though. I mean, getting rid of Joe Woods has been the big upgrade. Not just that, their secondary is pretty solid in lockdown. Inside linebackers are good. I mean, they gave the Steelers fits, and I mean, they gave the Bengals fits too. I think they're a wild card team right now.
Oh God,
which is crazy to think, but I mean, with that defense,
dude, Denzel Ward looks good, dude. He's fucking.
I mean, he does.
Nice
I saw that defense in week 2. They just beat the shit out of the Steelers.
Yeah. All right, Bills and the Commanders are trash.
Commanders are, yeah. Well,
Bears
here's the issue. Have you ever seen like the incline of Price is Right, the Matterhorn?
Yes,
they're going up and up and up, and they go over and they fall off the cliff. That happened every time. Like, oh, they're near the red zone. Sam Howell throws a really bad pick. Oh, they're doing something else, and Sam Howell throws a bad pick, or they fumble, and then the defense is stopping. Oh, Josh Allen turns into God. That's what their game was. That's what it was.
Yeah, the Bills looked angry that whole game. Are they back?
They're still pissed about the Jets. I think they're division.
Yeah. They'll get back.
I mean, actually, they're not division because of Miami. So are they still wild card?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's the question, because in any other division they'd be division, but with Miami,
they're a solid wild card team then.
Yeah,
but Miami is looking like the class of the whole AFC if it wasn't for KC,
right?
Know? But
right.
All right, and then we got one more game. The Colts. All right, this one. The Ravens and the Colts. The Ravens are so banged up.
Well, they should have won that game 15 times over. It was a combination of the elements, the injuries, and just Matt Gay turning into Justin Tucker for a day. I mean, they're down to their 4th string secondary. I have the injury report that I looked up, and it's just it is something to behold. I tweeted about it. It is literally a Pro Bowl roster, or as close to a Pro Bowl roster as you possibly can get. I have it right now. Ravens' current injuries: J.K. Dobbins, Justice Hill, Gus Edwards was knocked out of the game, Keaton Mitchell, 4 running backs. I think Melvin Gordon is their top running back right now. Odell Beckham Jr., Rashad Bateman, Tylan Wallace, 3 wide receivers. Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews are their own wide receivers. Tyler Linderbaum, Andrew Voorhees, Ronnie Stanley, their long snapper Nick Moore. And for those of you keeping track at home, those are 11 injuries on offense. I mean, the only thing would be a Lamar injury, and that's probably going to come sooner or later. On defense, Marlon Humphreys had foot surgery in the preseason. Demarion Williams, Trayvon Mullen, Marcus Williams might be out for the year. Darius Washington got thrown on IR last year. Odafe Alwe, he got injured in the last game. David Ajabo got injured last game. Malik Ham, Tyus Bowser. That is a third of your football team. Over a third of your football team.
Sorry.
That is their injury report. That is crazy.
Dun, 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 dun.
Honestly,
blood
man,
for the blood god.
Injuries for the injury god.
Injuries for the injury.
Bring out Shaddad! Baltimore's in football hell just for the injuries.
Yeah, they're
like they have a record for wild card, but with their injuries, Jesus, they're getting it's bad.
They'll find a way to either contend or somehow get into the playoffs.
Well, what happens is they'll find a way to stay competitive and then break their fans' hearts in the end of the season. That's what usually happens.
Actually, I like this candle. I'm gonna keep it on.
Well, keep it on. I mean,
don't let me forget that it's burning though.
Oh, don't worry. It'll
burn this apartment complex down.
Oh, that ain't my problem. It's yours, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, we got a couple $2 ones.
Yes.
Apparently, when I look thinner, I look like TJ Watt. When I'm fatter, I look like Big Ben. It's weird. I don't get the Big Ben comparisons, but like everyone says, either. Like, you look like Big Ben. It's like, I really don't. Maybe younger Big Ben a little bit, but older Big Ben?
Captain Fat Fuck.
And Red Rubber Duck Win, officially 23 years old today. Oh, dude, happy birthday, man. And I got present. Oh, wait, we still have more. Yeah. We have more. Come on.
Oh, no, okay. Congrats. Happy birthday.
Yep. And I got presents over the weekend in the form of Ohio State beating Notre Dame and Matt Canada realizing the offense has talent and deciding to use it. We'll talk about that later.
Yes.
The offense looked like somewhat competent, which is shocking and crazy to think. Stephen Kennicott for 20 bones. Did you know the blue horse outside of DIA, which carefully and clearly sculpted rectum and testicles, fell on its creator who slowly bled to death at his studio? I would have preferred that fate over 70 to 20.
Yeah, it's a killer horse.
Yeah, did he get squashed with the rectum and testicles? Because that sounds like that'd be the kind of death that somebody like 5 would like. Phantom Observer. So what's a better punishment for this Thursday? Have Perna react to the Bears-Broncos game dressed as Sean Payton? Or have Scooter react to the Cowboys game dressed as Bill Belichick? I mean, dude, Perna's going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
He should react to that game dressed as a Dolphin.
Yes.
Or what he should do
dolphin.
is,
I'm trying to think. Dolphin.
He should recap. I'm trying to think. Like, he should do something 70 times. He should talk about,
Yes, he should definitely have to repeat something 70 times.
Broncos country, let's ride 70 times. You think that'd be enough minutes? Or do you think that's a little too
700
easy?
Times.
Nah, 700's too tough.
700 is a lot.
Yeah, 70 is a little easier. That'd probably take him about 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. We'll see though.
He should have to do something 70. Should he have to do 70 consecutive push-ups?
Could. I mean, he'd be able to do them.
I can't do more than like 40. Like 40 is my limit.
I'm trying to think what my max is. I usually don't go to max. I can do. I've done a max of like 10 with perfect form.
Why don't you read,
as I said, I don't really go to max.
Why don't you read some supers? I'll see how many I can do right now.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll put you in solo layout. Let's go. Jared Froman, my recently deceased pet dog Mackie.
I'll count. Okay, go ahead. I'll count.
Pet dog Mac. Well, the problem is too, like you're in the view, who was put down on Friday, could play football better than the Bears and Broncos. I'm sorry about your dog, Jared. All right, do your push-ups, buddy.
That's 10.
Yep.
That's 20.
You are feeling it now, man.
I am.
I feel you just bending down like you are getting
you have
to
to
it.
keep track. I don't even know yet.
You're 38, 39, 40. That was kind of a half one, but we'll count it. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Push with speed, buddy. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. The form's gone to shit.
All right.
But we'll count.
50. 3 more than my age. Holy shit.
You were kind of feeling it by 30, dude. I mean, I don't know if they count as official push-ups, but dude, you were hurting there for a second, man.
Those were real push-ups, man.
Yeah.
I went all the way down like your mom did. What?
I mean, well, the problem is like your form was getting kind of fucky there for a
It
second.
was getting bad.
But as I said, that's what happens when you do a lot of push-ups consecutively.
I passed
That's
the
all good.
military test.
Yeah, you did. Military's what, 20 to 25?
It's 25.
So I
All right,
figured.
read a super chat while I get some water.
Do what you gotta do. Isaiah L. Carter, first ever super chat. Dude, thank you very much, dude. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the push-ups. And I'm giving it to 2 of the best sports YouTubers in the game. Bears Dolphins will be a super duper tank bowl. And I just played tank bowl while you were the round ball rock while you were doing those push-ups.
Yes, I heard.
It's all good.
It was beautiful.
It was,
Holy
man. You
shit.
gotta get that motivational music, man. You gotta get that motivational music. So 5. Let's actually get a little solo layout here. How you feeling, man? Are you nice and sweaty, or are you just?
I got a good pump going now. You know,
You got that upper
yeah.
body and shoulder pump. That's the best way to do it.
I'm good. All right, 50 push-ups.
And the poke map. The Saints just experienced a Joe Woods defense, and Cleveland knows all about that. You hired Joe Woods to run your defense. Oh,
You hired
God.
Joe Woods.
Michael Earl. The Broncos scoring 70 points is a great distraction from the Bears being more of a clown show than the White Sox. And that's saying something, dude. Oh, we're going to get to that.
We'll get to that. And then
And Super Boss, man, the Bears got to defend their championship.
they're contenders.
Yeah,
They're back-to-back.
Yeah, back to back, and
They don't even get a draft pick though.
Think about it this way: no, they actually the Panthers.
they
they
would
have the
get
Panthers pick. So I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. The thing too is the Bears went from overly confident, talking all this shit, thinking they can take the division, big records, breakthrough season, to wanting to nuke the entire organization and start fresh in 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
That is all you need to know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's cruel, though, what the Bears have done. Like, that's just, it's so bad.
Speaking of a team that needs to blow it up, Patriots and the Jets.
Zach Wilson is, you know how Zach Wilson is playing a quarterback? I'll show you right now. It is, it's a sight to behold. Look at me. I'm a 4th and 10. What am I going to do? I'm going to throw a chip. That's Zach Wilson. Did you see the comments Joe Namath made about Zach Wilson?
If Joe Namath is commenting on how bad you are, then you're bad.
Yeah, and
what did
Joe
he say?
Namath. Oh yeah, I'll pop him up right now. Like, he went on public, like, Joe Namath just blasts Zach Wilson as the Jets reaffirm their faith. This was yesterday. And he pretty much just said, I didn't take anything. You sit down on the play. I thought you were trying to play and win, boys. Like, he said, like, he has no future. He has no talent. Like, he's just fucking useless. These guys aren't picking the right players. They aren't doing a good job of coaching. It's evident. They need to make major changes. He called him, like, he had just went out. He's not the reason we lost. And then Joe Namath pretty much just said, like, it's just a mess. And they're football hell. They are football hell. He's seen enough of Joe Wilson. They made the wrong choice in drafting him. I don't believe in him. I don't believe he has a future as a good player. And I think they made the wrong choice when they drafted him. I feel that way. Shit. He had a big pro day. That's why everyone fell in love with him. And they saw him, like, all this rollout. He was great at improvising, and he played BYU teams at BYU. Like, he never played like cream of the crop.
No.
And he hasn't been able to adjust.
No. He's a average to below average quarterback. Trevor Siemian was brought in the building to teach him how to play football.
Oh, but did you hear Colin Kaepernick wrote a letter to the Jets and released it to the public about wanting to be put on the practice squad?
Wow.
Yeah.
He's
doing that.
How many years ago? Yeah, how many years ago was this?
2016. It's been 7 years, dude, and he sucked in 2016.
Yeah.
It's done, dude. It's done.
It's finished. Count your money. You made a lot of money in the pros. Maybe
it's like an old porn star trying to come back at 75. Like, bro, it's done.
Yeah,
it's done.
Panthers and the Seahawks. Seahawks played a good game.
They were sloppy in the beginning, more inconsistent, but they are eventually able to get it together.
Are they back to being a wild card team?
I'd say wild card. I didn't think they were ever no longer a wild card, but Panthers are I think they. Honestly, they're in trash. They're 0-3, dude.
Really? Oh, yeah. They are trash. Yeah, they are trash. My bad.
Did all right, but as I said, they trash.
All right. Before we get to these next supers, we got ourselves a good game here. Chiefs and the Bears.
May I recommend moving the Bears below 70 to 20? Because they are such fucking shit. They are such a calamitous shithole that nothing is happening in the right mind. I think the Bears fans just want to straight up nuke at this point. Like,
all right, how about,
just create a new tier.
Yeah. Hold on. Just call this regular trash.
Yes. Here's what's happened to them over the past few weeks. Justin Fields came out and said he was robotic, all but threw coaching under the bus for giving him too much information and making him overthink. Said he was going to play a more natural and relaxed style of game. Alan Williams goes out, resigns. Huge rumors about him going down. Sensational rumors about the FBI raiding Hallis Hall, which is probably just them seizing computer equipment just to make sure he's not doing anything. Peanut Tillman was the one that apparently ratted him out, which wasn't true, but still, it was hilarious. They never denied that the FBI raided him or some of the rumors that were going around about Alan Williams. $100,000 worth of equipment was stolen from Soldier Field.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, it was even worse. It was that Wednesday night. Things get bad, it's worse. Thursday, they come out, they do kumbayas and pretend everything's fine. And then they go out on Sunday and just get ass whooped. They just get annihilated. Justin Fields looks like shit. The entire team looks like shit. Nobody cares. Matt Eberflus looks like he's a dead man walking. And I'm going to be quite honest, like they are just they trash. You put them down below. It was so bad that like they cut away from the game right after halftime. It was that bad. The Chiefs were running the same damn plays over and over again. The Bears couldn't stop them.
Yeah.
The same plays. They didn't have to do anything.
It's just pathetic. Mm-hmm. All right.
And the Chiefs are Super Bowl, so.
Okay. Chiefs are definitely Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And the Bears are down here where they belong.
In the mega trash.
Tier.
Mm-hmm. Definitely so. We'll keep going. Most cursed sports state. It's Minnesota. Easily.
Yeah, Minnesota's pretty cursed. They can't win anything. The Wild,
except the WNBA, which nobody gives a shit about. But yeah, that's the only team that can win. The T's have an 18-game playoff losing streak, which could end this year. Wild, they're just a first-round exit. The Timberwolves are pretty much mid. The team, and they traded everything for Rudy Gobert, who does not fit their scheme or their team. Mm-hmm. And then you have the Vikings, which are the Vikings. Mahmoud Farhood, the biggest problem with the Falcons is that their O-line cannot pass protect. And it doesn't help when the first play call of a drive is a play action. Desmond Ridder is a very raw quarterback. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, very frustrating.
Michael Orm, quite the choke bowl. Also, fuck you, Spanos. Yep. AAA, Stroud is balling. Texans are now 10 of 11 in their last 11 games against the Jags. Also, Fat Guy TD as Beck had that awesome return with some of the worst special teams play I've ever seen in my life. Texans are dominating the Jags, though. I think the last game they won was in 2023, I think. But most
That's
of the
all
time,
they know how to do. Yeah.
Even during their like rebuilding years, 2020, 2021, 2022, like they were just still beating the Jags. And Sam Lusk, please do not let Scooter weasel his way out of clickbait this week. He needs to answer for the Cowboys. His excuse is going to be Trayvon Diggs, but that was a lot more than Trayvon Diggs.
Mm-hmm.
It was so much more than Trayvon Diggs. Right one guard. My Bulldogs, Fresno State doing good. And the Kings, Sacramento, look like they finally know what they're doing. Praise the Jeebus. Yeah, well, praise the Jeebus for that. Even though the Kings owner is fucking terrible, but he doesn't know what he's doing, but he can stumble into a nut every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
QJ Smith, Scooter's next clickbait punishment has to be that he has to make a PowerPoint presentation on every Cowboys playoff loss since 96 in the Eagles jersey. Ooh, 70-page PowerPoint presentation about the Broncos' loss to the Dolphins.
Ooh.
That's the way. And it has to be 70 pages. Yes, 70 pages. That's what we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it can't be half-assed. It has to be a different page every time.
Mm-hmm.
Could be repeats, but it has to be 70 pages.
Okay. It has to be a something meaningful each page.
Yeah, no one knows who Matt Rife is. Game Show Gumbo, be a fan of the Mariners. Get hope with 10 to go. Get crushed of all hope by both Texas teams. All is hell. Back to misery. Fire Scott Sturvis now. Oh, I have the perfect song for what the Mariners are doing right now. They're punching their fans in the dick.
I slam my penis in the car door. You slam your penis in the car door.
Just a punch in the dick. Ooh.
This is why people watch us.
Yeah, for the same damn clips over and over again.
Yep.
And slamming the penis in the car door. That doesn't get old, though, man.
Yep.
It does not get old. Let's go to the next game. What we got next, sir?
Sorry. Cowboys and Cardinals.
Oh. I was looking up a stat about the Cowboys in the red zone. They have been terrible in the red zone this season.
So as I was watching this game, I was just like, the Cowboys are going to win, right? Like the whole
time, I was just thinking, oh yeah, they're gonna choke.
Yeah, they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back. Like I think all of America thought that. I think the Cowboys thought that. The only team that didn't think that. The only team that didn't think that was the Cardinals. And I got to give them credit because they were just like, all right, we've hung around with teams. We were winning all these other games. Let's go ahead and win one. Yep. Gannon must hate the Cowboys enough. He's like, all right, we can win this one, guys. Okay. But then we're going to go back to tanking. Yeah. Like, I could see them losing by 25 points next week, but they had to beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, they were America's team. Their season is a success no matter what because you beat the Cowboys. Yeah. Fun fact about their year in the red zone. For the season, 3 games, the Cowboys have 6 touchdowns in 15 red zone possessions. Only the Bucs, Titans, and Texans have a worse success rate than the Cowboys, 40%. The Cowboys have 7 red zone field goals. And for comparison, the Cowboys were 40 on 56 red zone drives, scored a touchdown in the red zone last season. That's 71%. Yeah. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, that's well, they got rid of Kellen Moore, right?
Well,
he's gone.
Moore had his flaws, but at the same time, like Dak threw another brutal interception in the red zone. Like it was bad.
Yeah. Whose fault is that though? Like what do we do with the Cardinals? Are they just regular trash now?
They're regular trash now. We'll put them up above because they beat America's team.
Okay, put them in football hell for now.
Because they're on America's team. They've earned the right. They beat the Cowboys. They beat the Cowboys.
No one's blown them out either. That's the thing. You can't really call them trash when they haven't gotten blown out. So they're not trash.
And the Cowboys are wild card because you got the Eagles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm in division.
Yeah, division. Sorry, my bad.
You're good.
They were Super Bowl contenders last week. All right, Steelers Raiders on Monday night.
I am legitimately shocked.
Sunday
night. Sorry. I am legitimately shocked that the Steelers were able to move the ball on offense. When I saw them throw the ball deep to Calvin Austin, I'm like, we can throw the ball deep? What? Because we usually throw quick slants, screens, or out routes. I didn't realize it was going to be a deep ball where he beats both like levels of the secondary. There's no safety valve back there. And I'm like, holy shit. It was actually Kenny Pickett was throwing accurately, which was a difference between the last 2 weeks. Like he was calm, poised, controlled. To be fair, I'm taking it with a pinch of salt because it is the Raiders. They fucking suck. And one special shout out to Josh McDaniels. You're a fucking moron. You're down by 8, a 4th and 4. You don't know if you're going to get back in the goal line. You kick a field goal. You trusted that shit defense of yours,
right,
to make a stop. And by the time you got the ball back, it was like 10 seconds left. You muffed the punt, and then he throws an easy interception to end the game. It's like, hey, we'll take the free win, dude. Thank you. Yeah. But you fucking suck.
So the Steelers are
and the fun part is he has no regrets. It's like, yeah, we need 2 scores anyway, so it's like whatever. It's like, here's the point though. Wouldn't it be easier if you scored a touchdown, even if you failed the 2-point conversion, that a field goal would win you the game? Would that make more sense? So you don't have to be pressured to go to the fucking end zone? Just saying. Saints are trash. Raiders are trash.
Raiders are trash. What about the Steelers?
Steelers are still in the football hell. They are deep in that football hell. They promoted Matt Canada. They are football hell. Trust me.
All right, let's get all of these supers out of the way, and then we'll do the last 2 games.
Saints are the NFL's version of the Twins. Yeah. What do you think it would take for Tomlin to get fired midseason? Nothing. Like he could pretty much like slit the throat of our mayor. He would still be given an extension. Like that, he has pretty much autonomy. He can do insider trading, corruption, start world wars with several countries. He would still be the coach of the Steelers. Let's be honest there, man. And no mercy rule for the NFL, dude. Phantom Observer, what I find the most impressive on Broncos Fins, Tua didn't get injured. Great protection on the offense. And I think Teron Armstead's still pretty banged up. We even forgot a Jeebus bomb. I'm so sorry, Chris.
Oh, my goodness.
Praise the Jeebus. We're too busy rambling about the sports ball. We're not even doing all the Jeebus bombs we're supposed to be doing. We are terrible people. I'm so sorry. You think the Steelers are bad at firing coaches? Just look at the other black and gold team in Iowa City. Kirk Ferentz. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Penn State saw that firsthand. They got shut out. Azores, I can only pray that the Titans will get their shit together, but honestly, we just need to rebuild. Bite the bullet and do it. Also, shout out to the natives for suing Washington to get the name changed back to the Redskins. Hail to the Redskins.
Fucking best.
I mean, dude,
story.
it's great.
Mhm.
If they get back to Redskins just to piss off Dan Snyder, it will be the greatest timeline in the world. And Twitter would be obviously take that very rationally and understandably
Yes.
accept that and
Yeah.
totally not flip out over that.
It wouldn't be ironic at all.
I would laugh hysterically for months and be like, look at these fucking morons. I mean, and it's
2.0.
mostly just like most of them aren't even native, the ones bitching on Twitter.
Yeah,
So
I know.
Let's be honest there.
It's all white people. Mhm.
I mean, there are like a couple native tribes, but most of them, like I think natives mostly saw it as a source of pride.
Yeah.
Because like there was like a Washington Post poll that said like most natives didn't really give a shit about the name.
2.0. It's only a matter of time before Kelsey gets dumped and Taylor makes millions off a song about him. Barry had a really good tweet. He's like, I can't believe Travis Kelsey or Taylor Swift is using Travis to resurrect her music career.
Yeah. Oh, there was one that says like
falling for it.
there was a funny one he made too. It's like, you dare forget the biggest singer in the world? How dare you? And he says, Lizzo exists. Yeah.
Biggest. Uh-huh. Keenan Duff. Hey guys, on Friday, my mom and I saw our favorite team, the Braves, play the Nats, and on Sunday, my dad and I saw our favorite team, the Bills, play the Commies. Oh, he must be in
Washington, D.C.
Yeah. Jay Hawker 931. He should have have to say Tyreek is my daddy because the Broncos have never beat him. Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
dark humor, man.
Justin Ziegler, as if J.C. Jackson signing was bad enough for the Chargers. There is now an arrest warrant for him. Also, Mike Williams is out, so have fun, Justin. Yeah.
Whew. Yeah.
Uncultured Barbarian, what's up? Perna should have
What's
to
up, man?
recite something Pokemon related 70
Oh,
times. Evil
that's
laugh.
good.
Link to the chat. Bears Broncos a week 4 tank bowl, of course.
He should have to name 70 Pokemon.
Nathan Snaza.
That
nothing
or the
highlights-
70-page PowerPoint.
Ooh. Nathan Snaza, nothing highlights how bad line play in the league is than my Vikes Ed Ingram repping RG on PFF's team of the week. Also, I fumbled on typing this.
I mean, they want Alex Madison dead in Minnesota. Like they hate him. And I'm going to say you cut Dalvin Cook. Why? And I know they said like, oh, he was just as bad. No, he wasn't. He had a slightly down year, but for the most part, like he'd be doing better than Madison. But at the same time, I mean, it sucks that he has death threats. It sucks, he got the racist remarks, but at the same time, he has not been good. Bad drops, fumbles, like it's.
I don't understand why someone would threaten you because you fucking made a mistake. Like, it's not
dude,
like he's
it's a
trying.
fucking
right.
It's a fucking game, dude. Let's
Nobody
be real.
wants
There's
to
no
drop the
point
ball.
in threatening health and life for a fucking game.
Right. Nobody he's costing
Like we can
himself
bitch up
money.
a storm and criticize, but at the same time, they're people with lives and families, and they're fulfilling their dreams and busting ass for it.
Mhm.
And at the same time, I mean, shit happens.
Nobody has any idea how hard it is to make it to that level. And they
Oh
just
yeah,
put
like
on
we couldn't
people
fucking
that-
make it. Let's be real.
Yeah, we can barely make it as YouTubers. Carnage Undone. I love
Right.
the absolute destruction of the Colorado fan base with the Buffs and Broncos losing 70-20 and 42-6. The Colorado Tears are wonderful. Rough weekend for the state of Denver.
It's Colorado.
Yeah. James Carlisle, and your humble opinions, what is harder to predict, playoff baseball or playoff hockey?
Playoff hockey. I mean, dude, playoff
The
hockey
team
is
gets
such a
hot in
crapshoot.
baseball. Remember that? What last year was the Astros
Yeah, the
just got hot?
2022 Phillies, 2019 Nats, like it happens.
Yeah,
Team
the
can get hot and
Dodgers
just
or
light fire.
What was it? Yeah, the Red Sox that one year just got they were so
2021,
good, they just couldn't
2007
be beat.
Rockies, the ultimate story, and then they just
Yeah.
ran out of gas.
Yeah, but last year with the Astros, you just knew they were going to win the World Series. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
it
the
was just-
Phillies were the big story.
yeah, I mean, yeah, they got to the World Series, but like, I mean, they got
Yeah,
buzzsaw.
they just ran out of gas.
Yep. Oh, what is this?
Sorry,
Cool Blue. Bears should have an asterisk on that loss. For what? What's the asterisk?
That
Taylor
they're
Swift?
impersonating a football team.
Yeah. Samuel Martinez, as a Niner fan, Cap was showing deficiencies like bad pass decisions and not reading defense as well since the 2013 season. Seahawks knew it. Cap later exposed. Yeah,
Exactly. And the reason why he didn't get a job because he was a backup caliber quarterback who was going to bring a media circus. That's why no coach wanted to touch him. No one wants their backup quarterback to be the center of the discussion.
Yeah, they don't need a
same reason why
backup.
Tim Tebow got out of a job because there was this huge media circus around him. And that's the comparison I'm going to make. Because remember, Tebow was pretty controversial too.
And he's the opposite of Colin Kaepernick behavioral wise.
Not even that. Like he was like deeply religious. People hated that shit.
Edge night. Will the first Tank Bowl also be the first Super Tank Bowl? Ooh.
I don't know about that, man.
O's win 1-0. R.I.P. Brooks. That's for him. Mariners.
And that's a big game too. I mean,
Aiden Woods. Hey, what's up, Raiders Daily? Aiden Woods. I'm going to go to the draft, and I better not be let down. And we don't draft a QB, Ben Johnson for head coach, me for GM. If we mess up again, I will lose it.
So who's your quarterback, Aiden? Is it going to be Drake May, Shadur Sanders, or Michael Penix?
Ooh,
so you can make a bunch of Penix jokes.
Yes, I think Penix is the guy, or Drake May. Like that guy's a stud. All right. Yes. Let's finish this out. That's it for the Supers. We got two.
You'll get a few more out there.
The Eagles are a Super Bowl contender, of course.
Oh yeah, they def Super Bowl.
Oh, we
Tampa Bay.
The Colts. The Colts are
football.
Trash.
They're trash.
Football hell.
Yeah.
And okay.
Vikings are football hell. They are the epitome of football hell.
Well,
they're not even trash.
Though.
They're 0-3, but the team, the franchise, the dynasty, how they lose games, that is football.
Yeah.
Even if they're 0-17, I will throw them in football hell just because that's what that franchise is. Football hell.
You're right.
Oh, where does the Chargers Spain soundbite come from? It's from a YouTube clip where like a guy screaming nonstop. It's like low quality from like 10, 12 years ago.
I love those clips.
Oh yeah, dude.
Mays the Great. That game should automatically eliminate the Broncos from the playoffs. They got eliminated.
They're already out. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest, man. Like every time I watch games now, all I can think of is Hot Pockets whenever they score a touchdown, Sonic Ring losing when they fumble, and like Payne screaming when the Chargers lose. Like it's that kind of game. Bucks, like you can't really gauge much about that game because the Eagles just dominate everyone. They're, would you say wild card?
Oh, we're being very stingy with the playoff spots tonight. I'll tell you that.
I mean,
yeah,
we
the Bucks
do need
might
another
sneak in as a wild card. Yeah.
Rams are, they looked pretty flat against the Bengals, but their defense balled. I'm going to put them in football hell for now.
Okay.
But that's just because, they
the
still
Chargers
have some
are trash, right?
Yeah, they're trash.
Even
they
though
are
they won.
They're trash or football hell. So it's
they're trash.
And the Bengals are wild card still, even though like their offense is very skittish. That's more because Joe Burrow's not fully healthy. Once he gets back, they did. They did. They needed it big time. Their defense balled out.
Yeah, they played.
Balled out.
And they won me
2 interceptions, 6 sacks. Like they played their hearts out. They did well. Although the Rams O-line sucks. Let's be real.
All right, we made it through the tier. Holy shit.
Yep.
How did we do this? Oh,
and we got a few more.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Y'all trying to sneak in here.
Yep. If the Packers beat the Lions this Thursday, can they be upgraded to wild card? No, they're in Bears level trash because fuck Tom Grassi.
Yeah, fuck Tom Grassi, man. You come over here from his stream. Come on now.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
And I'll randomly pop up and be like, Grassi raid. Rye Guy 1218. The M's make me want to binge drink Deschutes fresh squeeze. Fresh squeeze nuts.
Yep.
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. So, Five, you have any final thoughts before we sign out?
I love my dog. And
good pupper.
I did 50 push-ups. We should make Brandon do 70 in one sitting.
70 is a little tough. As I said, 70-page PowerPoint. That's
or maybe, okay, it's got to be set. Like, he would volunteer to do the 70 push-ups, though, because he would love to try.
Brandon's a punishment. Like, he will get naked. Like, he will do that to be like, okay.
Yeah.
He's already stripping down what you're already talking about.
He would show us his taint if we asked him to. Like, if that didn't get us suspended, he would literally just show us his taint.
He would.
Oh.
He would. He would. I'm not
70
lying.
push-ups, though, I'd like to see him try. I think he'd get to like 55.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do 50 push-ups, but maybe like if I push hard, maybe. But like as I said, like I try to do like really slow push-ups and just really feel that eccentric and decentric.
I
just
think if
really
my
feel that.
family, like if it was life or death, like I could probably do 60. Like I could have probably done 10 more if someone was gonna die. Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could have made it to 70 unless you gave me like a 30-second rest.
I know I used to do like 10 years ago reps of 25, but like I never tried to max out.
I've done 100. When I was in college, I did 100. But I weighed 150 pounds and I was in incredible shape.
Yep. Put a Family Guy clip about the Broncos season like this day can get any worse. Honestly, the one thing I'm thinking is like, sweet, man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. That's 70 points. Man-made horrors beyond our comprehension. So, well,
all right, we
sports
made
ball
it.
out tomorrow. And
All right.
Uche is with us in spirit as
Uche
always.
is with
He's pissed
us.
about his Jags. He is flipping the fuck out up there. I know that.
He's mad up there. He is
Oh,
not
dude, he is.
happy.
Oh, he would be bitching up a storm.
Dude,
On
this
Live
show
and
would be
Live
an
tomorrow, if you were up there, it'd be like 4 hours of just bitching about the Jags. Like, man, fuck Press Taylor. Fuck that piece of shit. Calvin Ridley's a fucking asshole. That's Lions dog shit. Put me back out there, coach.
Right. This
I
show
can
would
do
be
it.
ending at 10. Like we would have
10:30.
Yeah. We'd have to allot an hour and a half for Uche to just go off.
I mean, dude, we'd be enjoying it, though. It'd be like, fuck yes, let's go.
Love you, Uche. We'll
do,
catch you
Uche.
next week. We'll see y'all on
Peace out,
Thursday.
Yes, sir.
See y'all later.